Hello everyone, how y'all doing? Welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I'd appreciate it very much. I would like to welcome all the new USA girls. I appreciate you tuning in tonight. See what we got all going on here. I don't even know. Is this thing even working right here? Let's see. Woo! I got a little charge off of that one. A little electrified. Don't try that at home. It does feel good though. Let's see. A little bit of string theory going on there, maybe? Who knows? I don't know, just playing. Let's see what else we got going on today. There you go. All right. So, welcome everyone. This is my lecture on entangled hearts of two souls. Hope y'all can hear me okay. Glad everyone's here. All right. When you close your eyes and feel your heart race, it's because somewhere in the universe, I am thinking about you. Our love is not just magic. It's the profound, undeniable physics of being interconnected. My soul is stretched across space and time because you are the other half of my entangled pair. Like particles in quantum entanglement, no matter how far apart we are, a change in you instantly affects me, and I feel you from across the universe. I really do. We are two souls, so intertwined that we share a single wave function, collapsing into the reality of us every time we look at each other. Distance is irrelevant, for we are entangled. Your heart's rhythm through my own, faster than light. In a universe of possibilities, my existence is only fully defined by yours, a perfect quantum internal connection. You are the spin to my particle. Separated, we are incomplete. Together, we are infinite. My atoms love your atoms. We are quantumly entangled. No matter the distance, you are the particle that instantly affects my soul. We are two entangled souls sharing a single wave function. In every dimension, my heart is drawn to yours. Our connection is not just emotion, it is energy that defies space and time. You are my quantum twin, entangled beyond the speed of light. Like particle, our love is inseparable, no matter how far apart we are. It's true. My existence is in a state of us. Thanks to you. And I mean that. You hold my heart in a quantum grip that never breaks. Our love is not a coincidence. It's a cosmic, atomic design. Every great tool has two edges, one to build and one to destroy. Which edge are you willing to hold? As we raise our vibrations through awareness of our true being, our awareness also expands in radiance and beauty. Our awareness also expands with our energy field, and we become more telepathic. We become more heart-centered in our personal relationships and with ourselves. Love is like quantum entanglement. Particles remain connected regardless of distance, just as emotional bonds persist even when people part ways. Our love is not affected by distance, similar to the astonishing conclusion of quantum physics that particles can be connected at a great distance. We are pure energy vibrating at different frequencies, and like attracts like. You are the observer who collapsed my wave function, turning all my potential into reality. Just as particles are never truly alone, love is the fundamental, invisible connection that binds us all. Somehow, what happens to one particle can have an impact on what we would expect the second one to do, even if those particles are nowhere near each other. The quantum entanglement love theory acts as a metaphor for deep, romantic, and spiritual connections, suggesting that two people can share a shared state of existence where one's emotions or actions instantly affects the other, regardless of physical distance. It models relationships as energetic, non-local bonds where love transcends the body, mirroring the profound, often unexplainable connection of entangled particles. When two particles experience a shared state, they are no longer separate entities, but exist as one. This remains true even when they are separated by a great distance. The falling part of the falling in love process requires a falling away of many individual boundaries as two people merge significant parts of themselves. The coupling moves the two individuals into an entangled sense of oneness. When our energy field resonates with our partner's energy field and our vibrations harmonize with each other's, so that two individuals are no longer distantly separate. If you set out to re-enter the energy field of the initial romantic entanglement or the caring friendship, you can selfishly try to get in the other's shoes. This is an exercise in empathy. Does this mean you're abandoning your position? It simply means loving and validating your partner. When we get stuck in the groove of negativity, it only widens the gap between us. Think about that. We may be holding back an expression of approval so as not to give the other a stronger hand, a sign that we have set up separate battle stations. Take a moment before criticizing or defending and ask yourself, does this really matter? No. Because love conquers all. Let it go. You can choose to let it go and create a very different reality. If you change some aspect of yourself, it will necessarily affect your partner because you're both as connected as our quantum particles. It is possible to have particles that are so intimately linked that the change in one affects the other, even when they are separated at a distance. This idea, called entanglement, is part of the branch of physics called quantum mechanics, a description of the way the world works at a level of atoms and particles that are even smaller. Quantum mechanics says that at these very tiny scales, some properties of particles are based entirely on probability. In other words, nothing is certain until it happens. This is very true. Humans have always had certain expectations of how the world works. And when quantum mechanics came along, well, it just seemed to behave differently, didn't it? Quantum entanglement is a theory that describes how two or more quantum systems can become connected, even when separated by vast distances. The connection means that the state of one system can impact the state of the others. The theory states that particles that once shared and origin and were connected will remain connected forever. They adopt a new shared quantum state, and any event that affects one particle will affect all the others. Yep, we are stuck with each other, like it or not. That's what I say. I think it's all for the good, though. The brain tries to map 4D concepts onto 3D experiences, but it's fundamentally impossible to perceive a dimension outside our known reality. Humans cannot see the fourth spatial dimension because our brains and eyes evolved for three dimensions, basically, making true visualization impossible. You got it. But we can understand and model it mathematically, or by using time as a representation, where we perceive a 4D object 3D slices over time, much like a 2D being would see a 3D sphere as a circle growing and shrinking. We experience the effects of dimensions beyond our own through concepts like space-time, but our perception is limited to our 3D world. That's exactly right. You can run, but you cannot hide. Believe me. Mathematicians use equations and projections like hypercubes to study geometry, even though they cannot picture it. A 4D being could see all sides of a 3D object, including its sides, as if seeing inside a sealed box without opening it. Just like looking inside of a sealed box, we can sometimes see inside the mind of others. Without saying a word, we can communicate with each other with only using our mind. Sometimes our gestures and emotions can mean a lot more than words. It really can. You may be hundreds of miles away physically, but I know that you are always there spiritually. Very true. While gravity governs the universe, it cannot explain the human experience of love. If you were to put your hand on a stove for a minute, it would seem like an hour. Oh shit, that's hot. Damn. I'm gonna do that again. But tell you what, if you're sitting with that special person, one you love, one you can really relate to, that hour would seem like just a minute. You want more and more and more. Just can't get enough. The way it works. physics is like sex. Sure, it may give some practical results, but that's not why we do it. Right? Remember, beautiful things happen in your life when you distance yourself from all the negative things. Very true. Quantum entanglement is where two particles become deeply inseparably linked. Once entangled, they no longer behave as two separate objects. Instead, they behave like one system, no matter how far apart they travel. If you have two dancers who begin at on the same stage, two dancers on the same stage, and they learn a routine together, their steps are synchronized, their timing perfect. Then they're separated. One dancer goes to New York, the other to Tokyo. 1,000 miles apart, they still move to the same rhythm. Not because they're communicating, but because the routine they learn together still binds them. Well, my friends, that about does it for my lecture for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I want everybody to have a wonderful day. Talk to you later.